Hello, my name is Sean Weisbrot, and I am the founder of SparkVox, the world's first software that takes your transcripts from your calls, whether those are internal meetings, sales calls, podcast appearances, what have you. If it has a transcript and a duration, then you can turn it into LinkedIn content. We use this as the source of truth because we know that the only way to truly get closer to your voice rather than closer to the AI's voice is to start with a source of truth, which is the things that you're already thinking, feeling, and saying, but you've been leaving them on your Google Drive and not telling the world what it is that you live for and your purpose and the things that you're saying and feeling and thinking. That is what everyone is desperate to know these days when they look to buy something, they look at the founder's profile on LinkedIn. It is no longer a CV website. It is a place where people go to share knowledge, exchange ideas, and say what they're doing and why. And people look at that, whether they're potential customers, investors, or talent. So if you are the kind of person that knows you need to be more visible on LinkedIn, but you don't know where to start, SparkVox is the perfect tool for you because I know you're recording calls and all you have to do is start using SparkVox to put those calls into the software and take that. So I'll show you exactly how it works and let's go from there. So we have the ability to create a project and you can connect all of your favorite meeting tools. We work right now with Google Meet, Zoom, Granola, Fireflies, Fathom. You can see the ones that I'm connected to. On cloud, we're connecting with Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox. So you can connect a text file right there. You can drop in a YouTube video or you can upload an MP3, a TXT, or an SRT file. So when you're doing the project, you can choose between a podcast interview, host, guest, or full conversation, or knowledge and advisory through being an expert, an advisor, or a trainer. So what happens is when it's finished making a project, it pops out for you a full LinkedIn strategy based on that content where you've got the top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel content. Why do we do this? Because the vast majority of people that will be actually using this, if they're not the founder themselves, are most likely to be the marketing team for the founder. So they are all thinking about funnels. And so if you're the founder that's running this, you get a chance to learn more about what the funnel stages look like and how to use them to convert eyeballs into leads. And if you're the marketing team, this just makes your life a hell of a lot easier because all of the other tools out there, they just pop out content and say, hey, go for it. But this tool is designed to be a lot smarter than that. And we are very focused on helping you to understand how your content is performing. And if you are aware of how the content is performing, you will want to be able to strategize. And so I'll just show a quick example for you. I'm not going to read the whole thing here, but just so you get a sense, I was a podcast guest. It was 66 minutes long. It popped out 17 articles for me for LinkedIn. So I'll read to you real fast, not the whole thing. This is a story I was telling. 6 weeks of consistent LinkedIn activity produced 4 podcast guest spots, 2 agency demo requests, a backlink from a Substack writer covering AI, and a connection from someone with 600,000 financial professionals in her audience. The thing I want to be honest about is that I built SparkVox specifically to solve this problem. So I'm not running some neutral experiment here. But that also means I was watching the numbers closely because if my own tool didn't work for me, I had a much bigger problem than a slow LinkedIn account. So this is a story that I told. These are my words, and it is written in my voice as best as it can. So when you're done reviewing the post details, you can add media, whether it's from your Google Drive, your Dropbox, your OneDrive, you can generate with our AI, or you can upload from your device. And then when you're ready to schedule, you can just click on the schedule button and it'll show you the channel that you can schedule with. So I've got a personal profile and 2 company pages, and you can select the date and the time and just hit confirm. And then you can go, let's say we hit confirm, and what happens next is it takes you to the very next post that you're able to look at. And so very simple, very easy. You just go and you look through the content. If you want to edit it, you can edit it, or you go, I don't like that half of the content. Boom, I'm going to go from there. Or in the case that you like it, you can keep it the way it is. And you can just schedule and schedule and schedule over and over and over again. In the case that you want some more visibility on how your schedule actually looks, you can see the week and the month. and you can go into the channels. If you go into this channel, you can see this is your top of funnel content, this is your middle of funnel content. And so you can see that I have 3 of my posts are top of funnel and 4 of my posts are middle of funnel. And I'm doing that specifically because the analysis has told me that I should be posting more authority. So you see on my personal what's working page, I've am overweighted in my awareness, so I should be posting more of my authority, and that's what you see me doing because I've actually built out my schedule to focus more on building authority so I can get people closer to convert. So on this page, you can also see the awareness reach, what percentages I'm reaching. So you can see that it's just doing really well. You can see when I'm posting is usually, afternoons, evenings is a good time. And, how much I'm dedicating to text and how I should be doing more to image and text because my text only posts average 136 impressions versus the image and text gets more. And then here every week you can see what happened from the previous week. Again, this is all broken down by the channel that you're able to view. So you see this changes for each one. So you literally for each channel get a weekly report. And you can see the posts that you've published as well as some strategy and some coaching notes. And then here you can go into each of the specific post details. Now, when that content comes back, you're able to then see who is engaging with your content and you can leave replies for those people, mark them as done, what have you. Then here you start to get a CRM going where you can see who is commenting or reacting, how many they're doing, where in the funnel they're interacting with, and when was the last time they engaged. So that way you can re-engage with them and get them closer to conversion. And then here you start to get to see what kind of content ideas are available based on the things people are saying in your comments. So what is the reason why this is so valuable and different from just using ChatGPT or using Claude to rate content for you? And this is a special system that I've created called Your Voice Profile. So there's 4 pieces to the voice profile. The first one is called Brief Sparky. We call our AI Sparky, and Sparky wants to know more about you. So when you tell Sparky who you are, what you're doing, who you sell to, what you're selling, and why, we're able to contribute up to 15% of our confidence in your voice profile. Every time you put in a transcript, we see, your tone, your sentence style, your storytelling, how you open, and phrases that you like to avoid. You can see here Sparky has learned from 48 transcripts of mine, 1,950 minutes, and 283,000 words. That is a lot of processing that Sparky has done on my account alone. So every time you put in a transcript, we are learning about how you speak. And the brief tells us the context for the stories that you're sharing. And then when you approve a post, whether you've edited that post or you haven't edited that post, we are learning from those. When you edit it first, it tells us, oh, hey, let's take a second and let's look. There's something that's wrong here. The person doesn't agree with what we've written. Let's see how they've changed it compared to the original version. So all of this adds up to an extra 35% of the total confidence we have in your voice profile. And then the last signal is the analytics from LinkedIn. The ones that get the best performance are the ones we track as part of the template for the future content that's created. So all of this is done in a continuous learning loop that is designed to make this system get better and better as you use it so it gets closer and closer to your voice, where every other tool out there is making something that doesn't go near your voice. It goes away from your voice as time goes on. And 100% of the people that use SparkVox today tell me, especially from the onboarding experience, how close to their voice it gets. They are amazed. So if you're looking to increase your visibility on LinkedIn by being more consistent and having a system that writes in your voice from day one, then SparkVox is the right tool for you. Whether you're trying to attract more customers, attract investors, attract talent, SparkVox is the only system of its kind in the world, and it's available to use today. We already have paying customers, and we welcome you to try a 14-day trial where you will have to put your card in, but first you get to experience that first project, and only if you're happy, you can put your card in and experience the rest of the 14-day trial, which is fully available to you. We do not gate anything from that experience. So my name is Sean Weisbrot. I've built SparkVox. It helps me in my business, and I know it's going to help you in your business now as well. Go to sparkvox.io, and you can sign up today. Thank you very much.